Welcome back to art class, everybody. As you remember, we are studying Cubism and Pablo Picasso's self-portraits. So let's just take a look at this one, get a nice good close-up look. So you remember with our project, we started with a photograph of ourselves, and we took that photograph and we recreated it in the Auto Draw tool using only geometric shapes and color. So that was step one. Now we're moving on to step two, creating a Cubist self-portrait with geometric and organic shapes. And we are going to start with ghost line pencils, like most of our drawings. That's right, líneas fantasmas. So start to map out, just like you did in Auto Draw, the biggest part of your self-portrait, which should be your torso, the area where your chest and shoulders are. Everything else is going to kind of build off of that. Use really light lines. You don't have to make it completely straight now. Now you could start kind of bending your shapes, making them a little more organic, not so straight, not so perfect. You can bend them and stretch them, make them a little wonky. And when we say organic shapes, we mean freeform shapes. And just like in Auto Draw, or even when we're doing any portrait, once we have the bigger areas kind of mapped out, then we can start to map out the smaller features like eyes and nose. You'll see that I'm taking the inspiration about the one crooked eye going in the other direction, up and down, from Picasso, but also from my Auto Draw portrait. So the Auto Draw portrait was like a first draft. So continue to get everything from your portrait in place. You'll have to erase some stuff, of your eyes. It doesn't look good where you put it at first, but that's what the beauty of ghost lines is that you can get all your stuff in place, make as many mistakes as you want, and you always have the power to erase it without messing up your drawing. Once all your ghost lines are mapped out for your larger shapes and your smaller details, you can start to darken your lines slightly and erase out the lines you don't need. Don't make any lines too dark just yet. We want to make sure we're only working in ghost lines today. So you want to make sure that your lines are still erasable at the end of this phase of the project. Once you're done, take a nice photo and then submit it to the Google Classroom assignment.